For these meals, I'm using a rotisserie chicken to make dinner a whole lot easier. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie, and this is the Hargett Life. In today's video, I'm sharing 3 easy recipes, and all of these were made using a rotisserie chicken. And today's video is also extra special because it's a collab with my friend Melinda over at Melinda's Messy Sink. She does recipe videos, what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, and more. I'll have Melinda's channel linked in my description box below. So as soon as you get done watching this video, go check her out, show her some love, and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. She is always cooking up something good over there. And if you're coming over from Melinda's channel, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I do recipe videos, what's for dinner videos, lots of cooking, lots of desserts on my channel. So if any of that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love it if you would stick around, hit that subscribe button, and become part of my YouTube family. Hopefully you find a new recipe for you and your family to enjoy. Now grab yourself a rotisserie chicken and let's get started. This first recipe is a chicken cordon bleu casserole. You'll need a rotisserie chicken, seasonings, sour cream, milk, cream of chicken soup, shredded mozzarella and Parmesan cheese, cooked rice, diced ham, Ritz Crackers, and some butter. In a large bowl, I'm adding in 1 can of cream of chicken soup, half a cup of sour cream, a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of parsley, a little salt and pepper, and 1 cup of milk. Now give all that a good stir. I had to switch to a whisk. I should have grabbed that to begin with. Now add in 3 cups of cooked white rice, along with a 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese. I'm using this provolone mozzarella blend, and 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. And for the most important ingredients in this casserole, I'm adding in a 16-ounce package of diced ham, along with 2 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken. I'm telling you, I always push it with these bowls here. I never seem to grab one quite big enough. I've got a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. I'm spraying it with some nonstick spray, and I'm pouring in that delicious mixture. Spread it out evenly, and then we'll start on the topping. And for that, I'm sprinkling over an additional cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. I move the casserole to the side. Now in a separate bowl, I'm melting 1 stick of butter. While that's in the microwave, I'm using my rolling pin to crush up 1 sleeve of Ritz Crackers. I grabbed my melted butter, and now I'm just pouring in those crushed crackers. Give that a good stir to make sure everything's coated in that butter. Now I'm evenly spooning those crushed crackers over the top. Now this casserole goes into the oven to bake at 375 for 25 minutes. If you feel like the top is browning too quickly, you can always cover it with foil for the rest of the bake time. I always bake mine uncovered though, and that top turns out just perfect. You could also switch out the mozzarella cheese in this recipe for Swiss cheese. Either way, I'm sure it'll be delicious. My family loves this recipe, and you don't want to skip out on that Ritz cracker topping. It really kicks this casserole up a notch. I think you'll love this one. This next recipe is super easy, and it's called Mexican chicken casserole. You'll need cheese, taco seasoning, rotel, sour cream, tortilla strips, a rotisserie chicken, cream of chicken soup, pinto beans, and canned corn. I'm starting out by removing the chicken from this rotisserie chicken here. I usually end up getting about 4 cups worth off these, and that's the amount you'll need for this recipe. Now I'm shredding it with my electric mixer. Now to that shredded chicken, I'm adding 1 1/4 cups of sour cream, 1 can of pinto beans, rinsed and drained, 1 can of corn drained, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, a can of Rotel drained, 1 packet of taco seasoning, and 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Now give this a really good stir. I'm just so glad that it all fit in this bowl. I'm using a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. I'm spraying it with some nonstick spray. Now I'm adding in that creamy chicken mixture. Spread it out evenly. And I'm topping it with about a cup of these tricolored tortilla strips and about a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Now this goes into the oven to bake at 350 for about 30 minutes. And here it is out of the oven, still very hot and bubbly. I love how those colorful tortilla strips make this casserole look. This recipe is delicious, and it is always a hit at my house. This last recipe is a low-carb buffalo chicken casserole. You'll need seasonings, Greek yogurt, minced garlic, a rotisserie chicken, riced cauliflower, buffalo sauce, bell peppers, an onion, and eggs. In a large skillet, I'm adding in 1 diced onion, a tablespoon of oil, 1 each of a diced red and yellow bell pepper, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, and a little salt and pepper. Now saute this over medium heat until those veggies begin to soften. Next, I added in a 12-ounce bag of frozen riced cauliflower. The recipe didn't say to do this, but I microwaved mine for a few minutes before I added it in. Saute that for a few minutes, then remove it from the heat. Now over to the counter, in a separate bowl, I'm adding in a 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt. I'm using this instead of the mayonnaise in this recipe. Now I'm adding in 2 eggs. The recipe calls for 3/4 cup of buffalo sauce. That's a little too spicy for me, so I only add in a 1/2 cup. Give that a stir. Now add in those veggies that we sauteed earlier and the 4 cups of shredded rotisserie chicken. Stir that until everything is well combined. I'm using a smaller 2-quart baking dish for this, but a 9 by 13 works good too. Spray it with some nonstick spray and pour in that mixture. Spread that out. Now this goes into the oven to bake at 375 for 20 to 25 minutes. I topped this with some homemade ranch and a little more of that buffalo sauce. This is one of my favorite low-carb recipes. It is so good. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And be sure to check out Melinda's channel, linked below, and let her know I sent you. And before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.